Hey there! Welcome back to GardenBound. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic that combines the art of music with the science of gardening. Can music actually stimulate plant growth? It's a question that sparked curiosity and debate for years. Does serenading your seedlings with symphonies make them flourish, or is it all just a melodious myth? Join us as we blend science with a touch of curiosity to discover if your plants really can groove to the beat. Let's get started. The idea that sound can influence plant growth has intrigued scientists for over a century. In the early 1900s, Sir Jagadish Chandra Bose, a pioneer in biophysics, conducted experiments suggesting that plants could respond to various stimuli, including sound. Fast forward to the 1970s, and Dorothy Redolak's experiments gained significant attention. At Colorado Women's College, Redolak exposed plants to different types of music and found that those exposed to classical music thrived, while those subjected to rock music often withered. Although her methods weren't rigorously peer-reviewed by today's standards, her work sparked widespread interest and laid the groundwork for further exploration into how sound might affect plant growth. Recent research has taken a more structured approach to studying the effects of sound and music on plants. Controlled experiments have shown that exposure to certain sound frequencies can enhance aspects of plant growth, such as seed germination, root elongation, and overall biomass. For instance, sound waves in the range of 100 to 5,000 Hz have been found to accelerate growth rates and improve plant health. Classical music, with its harmonious and rhythmic patterns, is particularly noted for its positive impact on plant growth. Plants exposed to classical music often grow faster and develop more robust structures compared to those exposed to harsher sounds or silence. These studies suggest that sound waves might stimulate plants by affecting their cellular processes, potentially enhancing enzyme activity and promoting nutrient absorption. Vibrations from sound waves could influence the opening and closing of stomata, tiny pores on leaves, thereby improving photosynthesis and respiration. However, the scientific community remains divided on the impact of music on plant growth. Critics argue that many studies lack rigorous experimental controls and reproducibility, casting doubt on their reliability. Variables like light, water, and temperature are often not adequately controlled, which could skew results. Moreover, the mechanisms by which sound influences plant growth are not fully understood and remain speculative. Some scientists suggest that any observed effects might be due to indirect factors, such as improved air circulation from speakers rather than the sound itself. These limitations highlight the need for more robust, peer-reviewed research to clarify how and if music affects plant growth. Understanding the exact mechanisms and confirming consistent results across different studies are crucial for validating the hypothesis that music can stimulate plant development. Classical music, renowned for its harmonic and structured compositions, is often celebrated for its positive effects on plant growth. Studies and anecdotes frequently highlight how plants exposed to classical pieces, particularly by composers like Mozart and Beethoven, exhibit enhanced growth and health. The regular, rhythmic patterns of classical music may mimic natural environmental stimuli, promoting better nutrient absorption and cellular activity. Overall, the gentle and consistent frequencies of classical music create an optimal growing atmosphere for plants. On the other end of the spectrum, louder and more chaotic genres like rock and heavy metal have shown mixed effects on plant growth. Some experiments suggest these genres might induce stress responses in plants, potentially due to their intense vibrations and irregular rhythms. In Dorothy Redolak's studies, plants exposed to rock music often exhibited stunted growth and signs of distress, such as wilting or leaf damage. This indicates that high-intensity sound waves could be too harsh for plants, disrupting their normal physiological processes. However, other studies have found that short-term exposure to these genres might not be detrimental and could even boost growth in some cases. The varying results highlight the complexity and context-dependent nature of rock and heavy metal's impact on plants. Ambient music and nature sounds are often touted as creating a calming environment that can benefit plants. These sounds, including the gentle hum of ambient electronic music or recordings of natural environments like forests and rivers, mimic the subtle, continuous background noise plants might experience in the wild. Studies suggest that these calming sounds can enhance plant growth by reducing stress and promoting a stable environment. Plants exposed to soft, ambient sounds tend to grow taller and develop healthier leaves, fostering a tranquil atmosphere conducive to growth and vitality. Silence plays a crucial role in understanding the effects of music on plant growth. Having a control group of plants not exposed to music provides a baseline for comparison. Studies often show that plants growing in silence maintain healthy growth without external sound stimuli. This suggests that while music can potentially enhance growth, it is not strictly necessary for plant development. Comparing plants exposed to music with those in silence allows researchers to isolate the effects of sound and determine whether observed changes are truly due to music or other factors. Examining how different types of music impact plants provides a fascinating glimpse into the potential relationship between sound and plant health. While classical music and ambient sounds seem to foster growth, the effects of louder genres like rock and heavy metal are more complex and nuanced. Sound waves and vibrations can have a profound impact on plant cells and structures, potentially influencing growth and development. Plants, though not equipped with ears, perceive vibrations through their cell walls and membranes. These vibrations can cause physical changes in the cells, such as altering the permeability of cell membranes, which can affect nutrient uptake and cellular signaling. The concept of resonant frequencies is key here. Every object, including plant cells, has a natural frequency at which it vibrates. When exposed to sound waves matching these resonant frequencies, plant cells may experience enhanced vibration, stimulating processes like enzyme activity and metabolic rates, leading to improved growth. For instance, vibrations at certain frequencies have been shown to enhance the opening and closing of stomata, thereby optimizing photosynthesis and transpiration. The type of music plants are exposed to could potentially induce stress or relaxation, much like how different sounds affect humans and animals. This acoustic stimulus might alter the hormonal balance within plants, impacting growth and development. Plants produce stress-related hormones, such as ethylene, in response to various environmental stimuli, including physical stressors like wind and vibration. Ethylene plays a crucial role in processes such as fruit ripening, leaf abscission, and stress responses. If plants perceive certain types of music as a form of stress, they might increase the production of ethylene, leading to changes in growth patterns, such as reduced growth rates or premature aging. Conversely, calming music might reduce stress hormone levels, allowing plants to allocate more energy towards growth and development. Another intriguing theory suggests that music could influence the electromagnetic fields around plants, impacting their growth. Sound waves can generate weak electromagnetic fields as they propagate through air and materials. These fields might interact with the plant's own bioelectrical processes, which are vital for nutrient absorption and photosynthesis. Plants rely on electrical signals to coordinate activities like opening stomata and transporting nutrients. Changes in the surrounding electromagnetic environment induced by music could potentially enhance or disrupt these processes. However, this area of study is still speculative and requires more robust scientific investigation to fully understand the implications. Understanding these potential mechanisms sheds light on how music might influence plant growth on a cellular and physiological level. While sound waves and vibrations can directly stimulate plant cells, the type of music could alter hormonal responses and potentially modify electromagnetic environments. To harness the potential benefits of music for your plants, start by choosing the right tunes. Based on scientific studies and anecdotal evidence, classical and ambient music are great choices to begin with, as their harmonious and soothing qualities seem to create a conducive environment for plant growth. Set up your music source, such as speakers or a sound system, in a way that distributes sound evenly throughout your garden or indoor growing area. Keep the volume moderate and limit the duration of music exposure to around 1 to 2 hours a day to avoid overstressing your plants. Pay close attention to how your plants respond to the music. Observe and record any changes in their growth, health, or behavior. Keeping a journal can help you track these observations over time and identify any patterns or improvements. Don't hesitate to experiment with different genres and setups to see what works best for your plants. Remember to include a control group with no music exposure to accurately gauge the impact of the music on plant growth. Experimenting with music in your garden can be a fun and rewarding process. Whether you're sticking to the classics or exploring new genres, the key is to enjoy the journey and see how your plants groove to the beat. As you venture into this unique aspect of gardening, remember to enjoy the process and share your findings. Every garden is different, and your plants might just have their own musical preferences. Thank you for joining us on this melodic adventure. If you found this video insightful, please like, comment with your experiences, and subscribe for more gardening tips. Don't forget to hit the notification bell to stay tuned for our next exploration in the world of gardening. Happy growing, and let your garden groove.